Okay, so this is the rest of 6.5. This is the applications of the sine and cosine law, so just putting the problems into real-world examples. So I'm going to go over two different examples. The first one, Jill and her friends built an outdoor hockey rink. Their hockey goal line is 5 feet wide. Jill shoots a puck from a point where the puck is 5 yards from one goalpost and 6 yards from the other goalpost. Within what angle must Jill make her shot to hit the net? Okay, so let's draw a diagram. First step. Okay, so their hockey goal line is 5 feet wide. Okay, so this is their goal. It's going to be 5 feet wide. Jill shoots a puck, so we'll say that Jill is here. She shoots a puck from a point where the puck is 5 yards from one. So that would be 5 yards from one and 6 yards from the other goalpost. Okay, within what angle must Jill make her shot to hit the net? So what angle from where Jill is, we're looking for this angle here. Okay, so that's the one we're looking for. We'll call that X. Okay, so we're going to let X be the angle that Jill must use to make her shot. Okay, so now it's deciding what do we use. Do we use SOHCAHTOA? Do we use the sine law? Do we use the cosine law? Well, we are looking for an angle and we are given all three sides. That is to use, just knowing that information there means that we should use the cosine law. So let's call this X, Y, Z. If we're looking for angle X, we're going to use the part of the equation, the formula, where you have the cos in front, so cos X. So this is Y, this is Z, and this is X. Okay, so we're going to do Z squared plus Y squared minus the X squared divided by the 2ZY. Okay, so let's just plug that into the equation. So cos X, Z is 5 squared, Y is 6 squared, minus the 5 squared divided by 2 times 5 times 6. So cos X is equal to, okay, so let's plug that in. So we're going to have 25 plus 36 minus 25 over 2 times 5 is 10 times 6 is 60. The 25s here will cancel out. 25 minus 25 is 0. So 36 over 60 is equal to cos X. Remember that when we're looking for an angle, we have to do the inverse function. So cos inverse of 36 over 60. Okay, let's plug it into our calculator. Second function, 36 divided by 60 gives us about 53.1, so approximately 53 degrees. Okay, so therefore the angle should be 53 degrees. So on this question for a test, you need to include a diagram, a let statement, your work, and then a therefore statement at the end stating your answer. Okay, example number 2. A triangular garden is to be enclosed by a fence. How much fencing will be required? Okay, so we need to know, if we call this triangle ABC, this would be side A, side C, and this would be side B. So we want to know how much fencing there will be. So we need to know the A plus the B plus the C. So the fencing will be A plus B plus C. Find side C and side B. Okay, so is it a right angle triangle? It is not a right angle triangle, so we cannot use our SOHCAHTOA. So that means we're going to be either using the sine law or the cosine law. If you notice just from the above question here, in the cosine law you only ever use one angle. We have 2 angles here, so that means we're going to be using our sine law. To use our sine law, we need to have one complete ratio. Since we don't know what our B is and we don't know what our C is, our complete ratio here is going to be our A, but we need to find out what angle A is. Okay, so complete ratio, we're going to use the sine law. Complete ratio is the A over sine A. But we need to find angle A. To find angle A, remember that when you add up all 3 angles in a triangle, it should equal 180 degrees. So angle A, 180 minus the 70 minus the 80 should give you 30 degrees. I'm just going to check though. 180 minus 70 minus 80 is 30 degrees. So our angle A is 30 degrees. Now that we have our complete ratio, we can solve for our B and C. So for side B, let's do side B first. Okay, so B over sine B is equal to, we're going to use our A because that's our complete ratio. So we're looking for B. Our angle B is 70, so sine 70. Our side A is 6.5, and our angle A is 30, which is what we just found. We're going to cross multiply. We're going to bring this sine 70 up to the other side. It's being divided on this side, so to move it over, we're going to multiply. So it's 6.5 times sine 70 divided by sine 30. Here it's just calculator work. So our side B, so 6.5 times sine 70 divided by sine 30, 12.2. 12.2. And this is in meters. Okay. Now we're going to do side C. So C over sine of angle C is equal to our complete ratio, which we're using the A. Now you could use your B because you've just found the other side, but there's probably less mistakes in finding the angle than in finding the side. So just in case, just continue using your side A. So if we're looking for side C, our angle is 80, and then we have our 6.5 over sine 30. Bring the sine 80 up to the other side. It's being divided on this side, so to bring it over, we're going to multiply. So 6.5 sine 80 over sine 30. So this is calculator work. 6.5 times sine 80 divided by sine 30, 12.8. 12.8 meters. So now we have all three sides. We have our A, which is 6.5, our B, which is 12.2, and our C, which is 12.8. So therefore, the fence is 6.5 plus 12.2 plus 12.8, and it should equal, so 6.5 plus 12.2 plus 12.8 is equal to 31.5 meters. 31.5 meters long.